Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jess and I'm here with a scrapbook layout, and this is a 12 by 12 layout. So I'm using a piece of pattern paper for my background, and I think it's a Dear Lizzy paper, and I used the other side of it, which was like geometric triangle design for a page that I created last week. So that was all about my childhood toys. And this side I'm going to use for this photo that I've printed, and it's of 4 photos of me and my sister. And we were being silly on Snapchat. So I've chosen some papers to layer up my photo with, and I think these are all from Pink Paislee Fancy Free. So I'm just adding them in behind my photo in different orientations. So I've used this one that has all these different coloured semicircles, and I really like the paper, but then a little bit later you'll see that I take it off because the background to my pattern paper, to my background paper, is white, and that paper that I was using with the semicircles had a cream background. And I just didn't like how the cream was on the white. So I take that out and find one with a white background instead that's a little bit colourful, because I just felt like it was clashing a bit. So instead I'm using this scrap that I have left over, and this is from the Cute Girl collection, because there are more papers in that that have that white background. So this one has cats on it, and you can't really tell now the layout's finished that they're cats. You can just see bits of the colour poking out. So I'm also using some other bits from the Cute Girl collection, and this cut apart had a little square that was rainbow and it said sisters, and I've actually cut it down smaller than it was, so it's a little bit more square. So I've taken the top and the bottom lines off because they were slightly darker colours, and the ones in the middle kind of matched my background. And I've added something in that top left corner, but whatever it is, it doesn't stay. So I'm just rummaging through my little basket of embellishments to find what I'm going to add onto it. So I just get a load of things out just to see what I like, and I thought about adding that frame, but it was pretty much the exact same colours as the background, the pink that I did for my final layer. So instead I've added on I'm adding this from the Wild at Heart collection, this frame instead, and a lot of this gets covered up anyway, so you can't really tell, but I like the process all the same. And I have a little tab that I'd punched out of some Cute Girl paper, and it says cutest and some other words as well, but that's the main word, so I quite like that little tab that I'm going to add on there. And it just brings a bit more of that white in. There's a lot of black text as well on this layout. So I'm just bumping this piece up on some foam adhesive just to raise it up slightly off the photo, and then I'm actually doing this layout based on a sketch by Laura Rumble, and it's one that I've used before, so I'll link to it in the description box below. And it has sort of some mixed media, so I decided to do some watercolouring, and I just tried to mix up a pink that looked like the pink in the background, but again, most of it gets covered up. So it's just a little additional thing, and I quite enjoy doing a little bit of watercolouring every so often. So I'm just going to add on some more embellishments. I've got a tag here that a pen pal sent me that she'd cut on her silhouette, and some feathers that were just too big to use on anything, so I've just added them in behind. And I'm just, what am I doing with that? Making a tag. Yes, I make a tag. So in the sketch there was a tag poking out like this. So I just made the edge of it, and then later I thought, Well, I need somewhere to put my journaling, so I make another tag, but that's fine. So these were some photos that my sister and I took when she came over, and I said, let's take a photo. And she's not as enthusiastic about photo taking as I am, but Snapchat filters help. So I don't actually have Snapchat. So I don't use it. So I only ever see these filters when my sister takes photos of us. So I think the last one we used was the reindeer one at Christmas time. But I like the, well, I don't even know what it is. Zebra, panda, the black one, black ears and a little black nose. So I really liked this piece from the Ali Edwards kit that says totes or something, but the pink just was not working with the rest of the layout. It was just too bright. But I did add on a little piece, another piece from the Cute Girl Cut Apart sheet that says best friends, because she is my best friend. What else? A little chipboard piece that says love this playful heart. We did have fun. We have such a laugh when we get together. So I'm just going to add on some Heidi shine, and I cut out the part of the video where I shook it and shook it and shook it, because you need to do a lot of shaking. And I'm just adding that onto the corners where I'd done some of that watercolour as well. No, I give up with that pink piece. It was just too hot pink. It didn't match the rest of the pinks. So these are my sequins, and they are from Lucy's Cards, and they are just beautiful. I will leave a link in the description box below, and I will try to list what mine are. I meant to get them out to see what they're called. I know one of them is Peach Schnapps, and this one is Coral or Aquamarine or something, but oh my, I love them. So I need to get some a bottle of fine liner adhesive, because this is just PVA glue from Wilko's, but it works. Actually, now looking at the layout, now it's dry. You can't tell that it's just cheap PVA glue. So I'm quite happy with that. So I very much enjoyed using sequins. I think this was the first time I've used them. No, that's not true. I've had some before. This is the first time I've used some that I have loved. So I'm adding in a label that I'm going to use my Project Life roller date stamp to add the date onto. And these labels are from Caitlin Schaefer or Schaefer. I will leave a link to them in the description box below, but basically it's a whole sheet of green labels, and well, that's where this one came from. And then I'm adding more sequins. You can get them in all different colours, and they're just fantastic. So I just print a whole sheet of labels off and then cut them out, and I just think it's great. So I've just got out my alphas, and these are some from Studio Calico from a past kit, and they're peach puffy alphas, and I love them so much, but I was running out of them. So I looked at my set of alphas and I thought, what can I spell? Rather than trying to make them fit the words that I want to make, what can I actually spell with them? So I was like, fun, run, I can spell things with a U, and then I could see that I could spell chummy. So I was like, that's it, I have to spell chummy. So my sister and I call each other Chummy. I don't know if you've ever seen Zoella or Sprinkle of Glitter, but years ago when we were watching them, they were calling each other Chummy, because it was like best buds, besties, chummies. So me and my sister call each other Chummy. So I've just added on that other tag, and that is one that I made myself. It's a DIY embellishment, and I made it when I was watching Inky Quill's embellishment video on her Patreon, which I will leave a link to in the description box below. But I love those embellishments that I've made, so I just added my journaling onto there. And what else have I done while I was chatting? Oh, I do mean to say this. My title, you can see that it's kind of hidden behind that piece that says That Smile, and that was from, I'm not exactly sure what kit it was from, but it was from Lottie Loves Paper. But I've raised my title up a bit now so that it just stands up and it's not hidden behind anything. So that is the end of my video. Do give this a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe for new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Thanks for watching.